Hey, what's up guys, Shxay here and welcome back to another one of my Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 8 XP guide videos. Now if you haven't already checked out my original XP guide video for this season, I highly recommend you guys go and check it out because I spent a lot of time on it. It's a really good video and it goes over a lot of valuable information that I feel like you guys need to know for when it comes to leveling up this season. But in today's video, I'm going to be going over the Impostors game mode and how a load of people are actually switching over to this brand new game mode to actually use it as a leveling up method, because in Battle Royale right now the XP is really bad, it's boring, and even if you play for hours, you hardly level up. So a lot of people are using the Impostors game mode to level up as fast as they can. Now, as this video progresses, I'm going to slowly break down the Impostors game mode and how you guys can actually use it and optimize the way you play in this game mode to get the most XP possible. So if you guys actually go into a match, you do get 1000 XP, which is really good. And if you actually complete that match, you will get 2000 XP on top of your already 1000 XP that you've already got. So that's 3000 XP just by playing a game mode that lasts no more than 3 to 5 minutes if you have a good team in the game. Now every single minute you are in this game, you get 700 XP per minute, which is really good. Again, every single time you add this up, it does get to some really big figures when it comes to gaining XP. So every single minute you do get 700k XP. 700 XP, not 700k. That would be a little bit too OP. And then if you actually go on to win that match, you do get 2000 XP. Again, this is all on top of what you've already got, so you can see how this really starts to stack up and how you guys can actually kind of abuse this game mode to leveling up fast in this season. So every single time you get a win, either as the imposter or as an agent, you do get 2000 XP. Now each and every single elimination as the imposter gets 2000 XP, and every single sabotage as the imposter gets you 1000 XP. And as an agent, every single time you complete an assignment, you do get 2000 XP. So every single thing I've just read out there, you can clearly see how this really starts to rack up and how you can actually use both of the roles in this game mode to level up fast. So first of all, we're going to be starting off by breaking down a public imposters match to show you guys how you can get the most XP in these type of matches, and then later on in the video I'll be going over a private imposters match to show you guys how you can get the most XP in them type of matches with playing with friends, and then actually comparing the two to see what one actually gives the most XP. And if you guys haven't worked out by now that being an agent is far more beneficial than being an imposter, because you get way more XP. So let's hope that we are an agent, and we are, which is good because now we can actually start getting a load of XP. So right from the off, which you guys are going to want to do is go straight to the very first quest which you do see. Luckily for us, it's going to be one very close and a very short quest that we can get done in just a few seconds. And there we go, that's 2000 XP already in the bag. Now there's also another little thing that you guys probably didn't know, but every single quest is going to be the exact same amount of XP actually reward. A lot of people think some of the bigger quests actually give more XP, but that is actually false. Each and every single assignment in this game mode is each worth individually 2000 XP. So that's exactly why you guys are going to want to focus on your shorter quests, because you can get them done quicker and actually get more XP over the long term in these game modes. And we've actually had a fragment reported, and what you guys are going to want to do in this type of situation, and of course this is going to happen because it is a public match, is to just try and act as clueless as you can. You want to try and keep the game going for as long as you can, because you can actually have more time to complete the quest. So it looks like number 3 is saying 5 is the imposter, so I'm just going to wait, and if you guys don't find a solution, I'm probably just going to skip vote. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be a draw. Nobody is actually going to get voted out, which is good for us because no one gets eliminated, so we can now continue doing our quests. And here is a prime example on why you guys want to try and avoid these longer quests, because as you can see, look how far I've got to go across the entire map just to do one quest and get 2000 XP. By the time I actually get this fuse and then walk all the way to this side of the map, I can practically be completing 2 quests, which is double the amount of XP that I just got from doing that. So always try and focus on the shorter quests if you can. And if you guys find fragments like this one right here, I'm going to try and get away from this as fast as I can before I start getting blamed for the imposter. But you guys don't want to report these because you want to try and keep the match going for as long as possible, so you don't want to keep interrupting the game. So let's just do this scanning one. This shouldn't take too long. There we go. And just the last one up here. That's another 2000 XP. Okay, so another discussion has been called, and it looks like number 3 is absolute adamant that number 5 is the imposter, and the other way around as well. So I've actually skipped vote, and yes, it looks like number 5 is voted out here. Now, I wonder if this guy is going to be the imposter or not. If he is, which he is shaking his head, so if he is the imposter, that won't be too bad actually, because that's one less person chasing us around the map, and yes, they were the imposter. So now there is only one imposter left, and that we actually finished. Okay, the imposters have been exposed. And that wasn't one of my best games, but as you can see, I only completed 4 assignments in that entire game, and it was only 5 minutes long, and I got 16,500 XP. And the fact that I actually got this amount of XP in that short space of time and only completing 4 assignments, if you guys think about it, if you go on to complete like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10 assignments, if you can actually do that in a short sort of time period, you guys can be really seriously gaining that XP in this mode. Now, you can also see match 1 as well, win a match, and these were all the things that we did go over at the start of the video. So like complete a match, play a match, win a match, spend time in a match, and also completing the assignments as an agent. So that's how you guys should go about actually gaining a bunch of XP inside of a public imposters match. Now, I know compared to the private imposters match, it's completely different because you get discussions, you get people killing you, you get people leaving, and it ends the game fast, and sometimes it just doesn't play the full entire game. But just as long as you guys can actually stay in the game, as long as you can complete as many assignments as you can, the shorter ones as well, and then if you can do that over and over and over again, you guys should be good when it comes to the public imposters match. But if you guys can actually do the private imposters match, it's going to be even better, because this is where you can actually find consistency in this game mode, where you can consistently get a bunch of XP every single game. In the public imposters, sometimes you may get like really low XP, sometimes you may get really high XP, but in the private imposters, you are guaranteed to get at least 15, 16, up to 20,000, 25,000 XP every single game. So if you guys can get some friends together, or just some people together to play some private imposters, it's going to really help you out in the long run when it comes to gaining XP. And so the major difference when it comes to the private imposter matches compared to the public imposter matches is the fact that in the private one, you won't have people actually trying to chase you down when it comes to completing the assignments, because every single person is working together to try and gain the most XP possible. You're not going to have people chasing you down every single time you try and attempt an assignment. So that means, of course, you can then therefore get more assignments in the game, and then that leads to more XP, which then rewards everybody that is an agent. And of course, if you are an imposter in the private matches, you're not going to be getting the same amount of XP as the agents, but you can still get XP by doing, for example, sabotages, performing them like Peely Party, and sometimes the Rift malfunction, where people rift to different places on the map. I wouldn't recommend doing the assignments offline, because that just slows everybody down. But if you can do mainly Peely Party and also just maybe Rift malfunction, you can gain XP through that way as well. And you can even get more XP by killing players. So for example, when the assignment progress is like 95%, 98% complete, you can just get like a couple of kills and then to complete the game, and then you can get XP through that way. So being the imposter is much better in the private match, and so is an agent, because there's a lot more kind of free time in it as well. There's a lot more chances for XP, and everybody is just collectively working together to gain that XP. And the tips and tricks that I did go over in the public imposter matches as well also is just the same and applies to the private imposter matches as well. Like for example, trying to find the shorter assignments to complete, just trying to complete as many as you can in a short time period. Now also another advantage of the private imposters is how long the duration of the game. A normal public imposter match normally lasts around kind of 4, 5, sometimes to 8 minutes, depending on how good the imposters are and how quick the agents actually get them out. But if you are in a private match and every single person knows what they're doing and everybody's just completing quests, gaining that XP, you can literally be done in around sort of like 2 to 3 minutes, and then you can move on to the very next game. And if you actually think about it, if you're doing about 2 to 3 minute games over the space of an hour and you're getting around sort of 16 to 25,000 XP every single game, yeah, that's when things are going to be getting really powerful when it comes to leveling up this season in the Impostors game mode. And for an overall conclusion, you guys have probably worked out already that the private imposter matches are far better than the public imposter matches, because you can do so many more assignments in peace without people chasing you down. The imposter has so many more opportunities to get XP, and also the time duration of the matches are far less than the public ones, which means in the long run you can gain more XP. But if you guys want to do the private matches, make sure you get in touch with people down below in the comments. I normally open my lobby sometimes to let people in and actually play the imposters mode, so if you want to grind XP and you want to do it in the imposters mode, try and do the private mode if you can. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and also like the video. If you have any questions, let me know. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one.